He's here, but
Oh, is he here?
Ooga,
are you here?
the cunts. Welcome to the cunt stream. Nobody else has figured out that we've gone live, but I figured it out. I'm the host. I'm the one what's supposed to do the intro, and I knew we were going live tonight. We're gonna be very laid back. It's almost Christmas, cunts. We're just gonna sit back, put our hands right up to the nice toasty fire that's currently burning, and we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. Tonight, of course, I have my my co-host, Wrath of Controversy. He's actually not in his chair right now. I apparently forgot to see if he's here.
You dick.
We have Samaj Zed, the one that does all the artwork and all that shit. We've got Vamp Candy, you know, Tonka's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Whether or
Hey.
not she exists, definitely Tonka's girlfriend. And then there's Failure Accomplished here, the only person present who is not a co-host, but he definitely more than fills the slot. Failure, tell us who you are. Everybody's forgotten based on the rest of us getting attention lately.
God
You guys are nerds.
Oh, god damn it.
So
but-
tonight,
Tell us what
I
my
thought we-
see what the high road gets you. See what the fucking like. Oh yeah, you know, don't do any drama streams. Don't. Oh, okay, I won't. All right, hey guys, want to do a fun stream? Hey, where's everybody? Where's the
well,
audience?
tonight will be a fun stream. Failure. Tonight we're not talking any drama. In fact, if any of you are, we just dropped to 0 viewers.
Oh.
Um,
Hurry, let's start.
that was a mistake.
Well, see, now I'm bored. You don't got the numbers behind it, so therefore I'm not interested in being here.
Yeah, everybody's got to drop out now. The people here are only here for the fucking drama-based views. cunts.
Where the fuck is Andy Worski? That's the only reason I'm here.
Andy's going to be coming a little bit late. He forgot that he, not forgot, rather. He had surprise.
He's like
family.
everyone's ex. He's like everyone's ex-girlfriend.
I'm
He came a
back.
little late.
Oh god, that is uncomfortable. Don't ever sit on your gun, guys. Don't do that.
Oh wait! We got Miss fucking in the chat. Somebody please send her a link. She's never awake at this time.
Wait, what?
Who?
Miss Misa.
I'll send it. I'll send her one when I get back to my computer.
Irate Bear's twin sister. Send her.
Sure, I'll send her a link since someone's not at their computer at the moment.
There we
He
go.
decided to be a douchebag and hit live. Well, none of us were ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like-
I was.
like, as
I
per
was
usual.
away.
Well, all of you were ready except for Wrath.
See, I was having a mini panic attack because I heard noises upstairs and I didn't realize that they were going to be home. Turns out they are home. So I'm walking through the house with this thing thinking that someone's breaking into my house 2 days before Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Breaking and entering.
That does
I
something.
was, no joke, about ready to bust a cap. And then I come to find out that it's just them. So let's take the mag out and okay, we're good.
yeah, we're not gonna pull a running gun.
Wrath. Is there any chance you can put a couple bullets in background Wrath and just tell your parents that you thought they were an intruder?
I'm gonna have to take it to the range to do that. So give me like a couple of weeks.
Oh, don't put bullets in background Wrath. He was so full of hope.
Put
He
some-
doesn't need to be full of holes too.
I
I
almost
will
put
give
a
you
sword
fucking
through
money
background breath
to
the
put
other
bullets
night.
in background Wrath.
Like I was actually
Put your headphones in.
I was actually seriously
I
considering
don't
just like
fucking
using
headphones.
like
I'm explaining the fact that the headphones
reinforcing
are
the
not
stand
issue.
on that,
Just-
and then yeah, I seriously.
Everyone, shut up. Miss Misa's here. Hi, Miss Misa.
Hey, Misa,
Hi.
how you been?
It's really good to have you, Miss.
Oh,
Usually,
awkward silence.
None of the British types except Tog and Roy are awake at this hour, and we like to try and get the quality ones instead.
Eh.
How you doing tonight?
Probably insulted now.
Probably.
Probably a little insulted. I did call her Irate Bear's twin sister.
Oh, my fucking Mike. I was just gonna say I can't stay too long because I gotta travel home in like I leave, so that's why I'm awake.
Yeah.
There, we got half an hour from Miss Misa. All of you, pull a little check on your time cards. Realize that your time tonight is worth a little more.
I should probably have the chat pulled up. Let me do that.
Probably.
You probably should. In about 10 minutes, I can guarantee they're going to be ripping into you.
You think it'll take them 10 minutes to get there?
Schmeckle.
Yeah,
Schmeck-
okay. 6, 7.
Hey, Schmeckle, did
Like
you
30
tweet out
seconds.
the stream?
Actually, let me check. Did I do that?
I don't think you did.
I
Good thing,
typed everything
'cause-
out and forgot to hit the button.
Well, there you go.
Because I would have got a notification for that.
Yeah, I didn't. So there we go. There's a notification.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Miracle when
I
hit
get the
fucking
notification as soon as the show goes live. I don't know what's wrong with y'all's YouTube.
Apparently, Vamp is more able to get the fucking shit than we are. It takes me 20 minutes to get a notification that anybody's gone live through YouTube.
Female privilege.
Oh, that could be.
Don't blame the
Goddamn
female
right.
privilege.
Oh, hey, look, your boy Pat's in the chat.
Hey.
I haven't talked to Pat in a while. Maybe we should send him a link.
No. Pat cannot get a link. We've recently had YouTube declare that they're doing a race-based thing. So from now on, there's black YouTube, there's white YouTube, and the two
And like half. She's
She's
half.
Misa, you're half. That's why you're able to travel between the borders. Well, we can only get the fucking halvesies on here. Otherwise,
Halvesy.
people will complain. They will ban us.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll get sent to BlueTube,
YouTube group.
which is black YouTube.
Okay, Outlaw, can you yell at Raph for fucking playing with his gun? He's gonna fucking shoot himself.
It's
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, keep playing with the
the
gun.
Max over here, the gun's over there. It's gonna be fine. I am not running gun news.
Quit playing with your gun.
Well, okay, so I thought someone had broken into my house like right before we went live, so that's why I even have the gun. Normally, it's not in this room; it's in the other room.
Like an
Okay.
American with his gun.
He only has the gun because he thought he might be able to shoot people tonight.
You know what? The American dream, okay? Someone breaks into your house.
He's not wrong. He's not
You,
wrong.
you get
I'm sorry. If you buy a
do
gun,
free
you do
trial
buy a
purge
gun.
and not go to jail. That is the
Hey,
American
Eventually,
wait.
I'm gonna shoot like
Hey,
this.
Schmeckle. Think about how much publicity you'll get if Raph shoots himself on the stream.
Oh no, that's why I'm allowing it.
Okay,
I have
literally,
always
that is the most
wanted to
views anything involved with me will ever get. If that were to happen.
Yeah, if Raph blows his head off, this stream is fucking famous.
Whoa, I'm not
Raph,
saying blow
Raph,
his
Raph,
head off. Maybe shoot
what
himself in the
does your gun
testicle.
look like?
No,
Well,
no,
wait,
no,
Right in the
just-
balls. Right
yeah,
in the
just one in
balls.
the ball. Just one in the ball.
Just out of curiosity, Raph, what does your gun look like when you hold it like this?
It looks like an unloaded gun.
And,
say it's unloaded.
you're doing it wrong. This is not going to get us views.
Sinatra would be yelling at you right now. Jesus.
Go upstairs.
Yeah,
ask
I
Daddy
know
for a couple
Sinatra would. I literally just took the slide apart because I get bored and do that.
You need a fidget spinner.
Also, somebody in the
When I-
chat,
when I
like,
use
don't
the-
show the gun, Wrath. The stream may be taken down immediately. I've seen it happen. Wrath, kindly put the gun up your asshole and no longer show it on stream. But
It's
if you happen to have the urge to pull the trigger, I'm sure that would
it'll
also
fall out. It'll fall out, man. There's a lot of room up there.
is your asshole that loose?
Damn.
You're gonna drop a fucking gun out of it?
That was the joke. Yes.
What kind of
No,
gun? is it?
Malcolm from the
It's a-
north has a very good point. We already have Russian Deadpool. We don't need any more YouTube shooters.
No.
It's a Springfield XDM. It's a 9mm because I like having more than 8 rounds in my magazine. I'm weird like that.
Well, you could get a 45. Those are like 9s except for men.
Yeah, literally. Okay, literally. You know what the difference is? About 10 pounds of force when we're talking hundreds of pounds of force, and half the magazine size. So cool story, bro. Learn ballistic learn
No, wait,
ballistic.
your
and
boy
come back
Pat
to me.
has a very good point. If Vegan Gains can do that shit, why not the stream? We're gonna use the same excuse that Vegan Gains used. It's the fake gun.
Yeah, it's
The
fake.
gun's not real. You can't prove that it's real.
Yep, you can't prove that it's real unless I show the
Busting
cereal
your
for long
balls,
enough.
buddy. At least it's not a high point.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah.
I do have to
I mean,
ask.
I used to have a 40.
Shut the
thought
fuck up, Rat. We're done with the gun talk. Misa
God
doesn't
damn
understand
it!
British.
Okay, that's right. We can't talk about guns around the British lady, otherwise she'll get sad because she can't have them.
But since we've got Misa here, obviously there's been
Hey, Wrath, I'll DM
a
you.
shitstorm lately. A nice little fire to warm your hands on. So I guess my main question is, what you doing for Christmas, Misa?
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm going home to my family, and I'm going to eat loads of food and avoid half of them.
Good
Well,
luck
I
with
mean,
that.
No,
Sounds like a
that sounds like
that's-
everyone's
this is-
Christmas.
that doesn't sound like a fun time.
It's everyone's Christmas.
It's what I do every year.
That's not everyone's Christmas. I'm gonna spend it with the missus and the child, and we're gonna have a no money
yeah, well,
Christmas.
Schmeckle, not all of us have a fucking nuclear family, right?
Once you make a kid, you have an excuse to avoid your parents. It's great.
Are you kidding? They're gonna fucking beg you to bring the kid over because they won't see him. It's like the only time your
No,
parents,
they beg, but I don't have to give in to that begging.
the whole
It's excellent, sir. No, I'm spending Christmas with the missus and the kid. She's only 3. Like, how many years am I going to be able to do this? Next year we'll come to your place.
You have a super chat.
Oh,
We do have a
I have a
super
super
chat.
chat from Object of Hate, who actually I believe was the first person who ever super chatted on this channel. So I like him more than any of the rest of you. He says, "Hi, cunt streamers. Got some whiskey in tonight. Merry Christmas. I'm on the East Coast for the holidays. No whiskey. I did promise him actually that I would use his donation towards some whiskey. So I will buy some whiskey very soon, and it'll be just for you, Object of Hate. I'll scroll your name on the bottle and I'll drink directly from it. It'll be great. Just for you.
my brother just came home not too long ago with whiskey, so I'm like, okay, I'll have some whiskey for the holidays.
There we go. Samaj, turn your goddamn camera on.
Fuck
drink
you.
some whiskey.
I'm not.
Just
No.
temporary, a little bit of appeasement.
Christmas Day, I'll drink some whiskey. I'll tweet out a picture. How's that?
There we go.
All right. I'm not doing
Hey.
anything tonight.
Why are you hating? Why are you hating on drinking?
Because I really fucking hate the hangovers in the morning.
And really
You gotta-
really easy solution to hangovers. Well, I mean, there's 2. First is don't be a bitch. The second one is for every 3 drinks, have a glass of water.
I might have 1 or 2 drinks. That's about it. I'm not a drinker like Schmeckle.
So have like 2 have your 2 bitch drinks, you know, your little pina coladas, and then have half a glass of water and you'll be fine.
Your Seagram's coolers, some Zima, some
it's-
shit like
No,
that.
no. I'm guessing he's probably I don't know, freaking Four Locos kind of guy.
Samaj doesn't need to be a fucking drinker like Schmeckle to drink an appropriate amount.
Or maybe he drinks Mike's harder because he thinks
In fact, you're probably not gonna.
makes it a manly drink.
You're not gonna be a drinker like Schmeckle if you're drinking an appropriate amount.
No. I'll never be like you, Schmeckle. I'll never.
It's not that hard to be like me. I don't. I'm not at any unreasonable amount of booze. It's not like I'm handling more booze than anyone else can. And also, I'm poor, so you have to remember I'm drinking a lot for a poor person.
Speaking of poor, you have another super chat.
On a general basis. Oh, $5 more. Speaking of poor. Dindro, thank you. He says, I think this is like 75 cents after Google gets done with it. Merry Christmas, cunts. Thank you, Adindro. I think it's more like $1.11, but we still get massively ripped off.
I'll say.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
oh wait! I forgot. Somebody please send Roy the link. He gets the link every time because of some complaining in the past. But every time we start a stream, one of you co-hosts remember that Roy gets the link.
It's not going to be me who remembers.
I gotta ask.
Here's the thing.
All right.
Like, we're trying to keep it like balanced and not crazy amount of people, and yet we have like all short
No.
list of people
Roy's
that
not
always
gonna
get the link.
Roy's not gonna join. Just Roy always gets the link.
Yeah, but what if he joins?
Hey, if he joins, I'll fucking boot him. But he got whiny because he wasn't getting the link. So now he gets the fucking link every time.
That's it. You just have to whine and then you get on the stream.
I have a solution for that.
Why do you think I made you a fucking co-host, Samaj?
Fuck you.
Another super chat.
$2 from Sonata Speaks. He says, yes, I would yell at Raph.
Please
Oh, no.
respond.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Please respond.
Please respond.
Just-
No, every time I send him a Streamlabs, it just says Sonata Speaks. Please respond.
Now, we do actually have a small topic tonight that I didn't put in the title or in the description or anything. It's not a main topic. But since we've got Misa here, I gotta ask, how do you feel about everything crashing and burning? About everybody crashing and burning.
Yeah.
It was a question.
Oh, right.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know how to feel. I I haven't been keeping up with jack shit, to be quite frank, so I don't even know.
Confused, scared, you
what's
want someone to
going
hold you.
on. I'm just confused as fuck. I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing rumors of doxing. Jeff's now hated by everybody, and Andy Wolski's now like a massive hero. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Andy Worski is not so much a hero as Andy is on the warpath. Andy and Tonka are on the fucking warpath.
They found a bridge and they just burned it.
No, they didn't find a bridge and burned it. They found a fucking village and burned it down, raped all the men and the women, and then laughed about it. And they weren't in the wrong.
I'm gonna need more context than that.
Oh man.
Might I direct
Basically-
you to about 72 hours worth of live streams?
Mate,
Yeah,
fuck
no,
that.
no. I'm pretty sure we all like Misa too much to make her watch all that shit.
I'm sorry, I've been really
If-
busy the last few days.
If you'd like to go and watch that shit, it certainly gives context, but basically there was lying on a lot of people's parts. And Tonka and Andy are on a quest, essentially. And I don't know if I agree with the quest, or the concept of the quest at least. But they're on a quest to bring all these people down. And they've been successful. So far.
Okay, right. Because I got on Twitter and the first fucking thing I see is like 50 memes about a bull pit, and I'm like, what?
Sorry.
Something to do with Kilroy. I kind of got the gist of that when Kilroy's burnt to the ground, but I don't know anything other than that, so soz.
Yeah, no, it's I guess actually Tonka and Andy's fucking rage has been divided. There's been the Crouch shit and the Kilroy shit. Yeah, I don't know about the Kilroy shit. There were definitely people that were dishonest there.
Everyone is
But,
essentially
I
like
don't know
pulling
about
out of
the raid.
Kilroy. Everyone's pulling out of Kilroy, essentially.
Well, yeah, of course. Here's the thing. The reason I think a lot of people are pulling on a Kilroy, well, the NDAs, the non-competes definitely didn't help. But the one person that people actually consider to be, at least to a degree, credible, Dave Cullen pulled out, and that was kind of game over for them.
Yeah. He was just like,
No, but
fuck.
see, I trusted fucking Based Mama.
I
And there
didn't
were
tell
people
the
that-
NDA non-compete shit.
There were people that kind of gave credibility to it by being involved in it. And that's why you got Andy Worski coming out and apologizing for his involvement in it. Because his name made it look credible. And
Yeah.
then it comes out that it's highly suspicious.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, and things have been burning. What with all the Zeph also releasing like audio files and stuff like that from this secret Discord server, and turns out that Jeff's part of it and all that, and Kraut and all that. So all the people that used to be respectable in the skeptic community, it's just crashing and burning. People are like dying. It's like it's YouTube Armageddon right now.
No,
Well, I
I
mean, it's
feel like
not that
people
it's
are-
Armageddon. It's that people like. Here's the thing. I feel like the skeptic community ran out of people to oppose that they agreed on, and that's where the infighting kind of started. And I feel like this shit has been going on since as early as like fucking August of this year. Like it's been building towards.
Right now, what we're looking at are people who agree with the whole idea of Kilroy and are, into it. People that are opposed to Kilroy. We've got people that are angry about the Kraut shit. We've got people that agree with the Kraut shit, and then we've got the groups that overlap between those. That's basically the drama that's going on right now.
Right.
And the way I see it, the two things are not connected. They've been connected basically through Tonka, Tonka and Andy.
Yeah.
Those they've been about the two at the same time. The two have kind of become conflated.
Yeah.
I feel like Kilroy is the much lesser of the two issues right now.
Well, yes and no, in my opinion. As far as the more extreme violation, I think the whole Kraut situation is a bigger violation. Thank you, Zeph, for not only showing your true colors, but showing who was going to be honest with us. But I think Kilroy actually can turn into a bigger problem because it's a free speech conference, or allegedly, and it's being hosted and run by this side, if you will, and it's gonna be a fucking shitstorm if anything that we've seen lately is an indication of that. Because I mean, they literally canceled featured guests without telling them. They're throwing out so much paperwork that literally the concept of calling it a free speech event is laughable. It's just there's so much asinine bullshit going on through that I feel like that's going to be a bigger issue long term than the other thing.
No, that's why I think something like what I brought up to Andy, what Andy's probably gonna end up actually making a reality is a lot better. You rent out a bar or something. You don't have fucking panels. You don't have shit like that.
Yeah,
you just
I mean, I might still go to Phoenix.
You want to fucking meet.
I might still go to Phoenix to do the bar crawl with Andy. Like do a bar crawl with a bunch of just a bunch of people they just want to talk about whatever. They want to talk about issues. They want to talk about YouTube, whatever. I don't care.
Panels are fucking great for something like VidCon.
Well, I mean, they were trying to do his speech
going.
What Kilroy started as, like when Dave still had authority.
No, it's something that I think Andy's idea is a lot better. You go, you hang out with the people you want to meet with. Like, fuck this fucking formality. especially for people like us, people like Andy. Like, we don't want to go up and have a fucking formal debate,
Right. Well, I mean,
and our audience isn't looking for a formal debate from us.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, if I ever had the popularity where I think people would actually show, I would do like a meet and greet bar crawl in Salt Lake City since I live in Utah. I'd be like, hey, we're meeting at Johnny's on 4th. I don't know where we'll end up. This is where we're starting. I'll tweet when we change bars. Like that's how it would go down for like a public event that I would do if I were ever popular enough to mind you.
Yeah, I might work something out in fucking Toronto or something. I don't have the money to go much further than that. But we might do a Canadian fucking meetup, and it would be let's all meet up at a fucking bar, drink there, and figure it out from there. It wouldn't be some let's get a convention center and have podiums for speeches and platforms and all that shit. It's more of a casual event. Because I feel like that would be a lot more interesting to the viewers.
See, if you gave me some forenotice on that, I might actually be able to swing that because I still have a valid passport and all that shit. Like, I might be able to come up to something in Toronto, and I'd almost rather do that than deal with some Kilroy bullshit.
Yeah, the bar crawl sounds 10 times better than that ball pit Kilroy bullshit.
Well, I mean, my problem with the whole Kilroy thing is that they're talking about they want to do these panels, and I think Andy's video was really kind of like the nail in the coffin for me. Is like, okay, so you have these people who want to do this panel, but because you don't like the subject, you're not going to let them do it. I was like, okay, so how is this different from VidCon besides being a 100th of the number of attendees? Like, what's the other difference from that in VidCon?
The big issue with VidCon is that they've advertised themselves as a free speech thing and then cut people out for their topics.
Well, I mean, you also have to consider viewership and their target demo.
There is that.
I mean, VidCon, like,
target.
Apart from Anita Sarkeesian, who on a panel had less than 2 million subs? Because I can't think of any names.
At VidCon?
No,
Plenty.
That's VidCon.
Wait.
Let's ask the guy who was there.
Schmeckle, get headphones, please. There was a couple people that had less than 5,000 subs on panels at VidCon.
Really?
Yeah. But they were SJW topics.
Oh, so because they towed the proper line, they got in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, was that kind of part of the gimmick or their presence? Is that they're a small creator, or?
Yep. No, one of them was she was a Latinx handicapped fucking.
I remember.
So she had like half the checks on the progressive stack possible.
Yeah. But there were plenty of people that had less than 100,000 subs, and a few that had less than 5,000 that were at VidCon. Really? But it was specifically. But the same thing is happening with Kilroy, because one person that I actually like, and he's a good dude, Rubber Dorky.
I like Rubber. He's good.
But he's already confirmed. But how many subs does he have?
What, like a few thousand?
Yeah, and meanwhile they cut Baked Alaska.
He's fairly small.
But meanwhile, they cut Baked Alaska and give Rubber Dorky a spot.
Well,
and that's what makes it ridiculous. You can't sit there and claim that you're all about free speech, but
it's because
it's cutting out.
We're gonna kick out a bunch of people with the same
headphones.
Schmeckle, get headphones.
Schmeckle, please get headphones. But anyway,
get headphones.
But it was cutting James Alsop and not even telling him like an update on the site before he heard anything. That was one of the many things that turned me off on that.
Well, they didn't even tell Baked Alaska either.
Yeah, but do you know why Rubber Dorky
was never on the guest list, was he? He was never on the featured list, was he?
he was invited by Dave and was promoted and everything, and then finds
Oh,
out.
really?
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
real quick,
I guess I missed that.
Robert
My bad.
Dorky, the reason he's already confirmed and everything is because he's good buddies with Based. So it's
See, that's the exact wrong reason for someone to be a panelist on at an event is that they're personal friends with someone running it. That's the exact wrong reason, and that's why I think the bar crawl format is honestly
yeah.
better.
Oh yeah.
Is because there is no featured panelist. There's a bunch of drunk fucks. That's who's there.
I mean, I was considering going because of Baked Alaska and Lauren Southern, and then they were like, "No, not gonna happen."
See, Baked, I wasn't that interested in seeing. Lauren, I'd like to see alongside certain people in a panel, but again, that's part of the reason. Circling back, why Andy's video was the final nail or the final fistful of nails for me on why I wasn't going to go is that we weren't going to see a panel with Andy and Lauren, because I feel like he has positions and questions that I would like to see her address.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. And the fact that they're calling it a free speech event and then they're disinviting certain people and bringing in essentially friends, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not even that they're just disinviting them. Is these people helped promote it and get it funded?
Exactly. And also that people are getting paid, and these people with much broader reaches are not getting paid after having put a lot of promotion into this event.
Well, yeah, it's like when Andy asked Mundane Matt, are you getting paid for this? No, but they're paying for the hotel room.
Yeah, so
It's like-
that's I mean, he's not getting paid, but he's getting compensated, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like you either do it all or you don't do it.
Yeah. See,
That's how I feel about it. You either pay for every speaker's hotel room or you don't do it at all. I don't know. That's just me.
But here's the problem too: is that Andy was already looking to like book his own stuff, and if your intention is, oh, we're gonna comp, the hotel rooms of these speakers, at least tell that to the people ahead of time that are already planning for the trip.
right. Because if you don't comp them, say 6 months or even realistically for like a bigger event like VidCon, a year ahead of time, they're probably going to make other arrangements because they don't want to spend out the nose for last minute bookings.
Fair enough.
I'd also like to know where the $40,000 in security is coming from.
Well, I mean, security is more expensive than one might think.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked as event staff for different events and stuff, and like they pay effectively temps with tasers pretty well. You'd be surprised. So I can see why security can get expensive fast.
Not even just regular security, like for an event. Like, all right, let's say they're paying them like $12. The company's going to charge you 20 because
Right.
they have to get their. So 20 per person. You got to multiply that by how many people, by how
You
many
say 20 per
hours, so that-
person per hour. That's a lot of money fast.
and the higher level security that you have, the armed security, that's going to cost you even more.
Right. You see, like I said, I was a temp with a taser. You have temps that carry lethal weapons. Now they have to have certifications and whatnot. So their median value in a place like Utah that has a mid to low cost of living average for the country, you're looking at 17 an hour is about the median wage for security armed with lethal weapons. So
Yeah,
that company's going to
crazy.
bill you about 25
Yeah.
per guy.
Yeah. So 25 by how many hours? By
Right. It's like, and I mean, and the worst thing is it's not even really a scam because they have to pay the HR people to hire route paperwork and all this shit. They have to pay for their facilities. Like, legitimately speaking, security is not really a steep markup.
Also, gotta wonder, are they gonna have any paramedics at hand? Because usually for large events.
Oh
you
god,
need
don't even
this.
go there. That shit's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
Price wise.
Well, the other thing that sort of got me about the whole thing is she was talking about, like, I think she was bringing her kids. I
Yeah.
thought, who brings your kids to an event like this? This is more like a thing for adults.
And if you're so concerned about security.
I mean, hire a babysitter. Leave them with your.
I don't know if her comment was about her bringing her kids. I think it was more about the danger to kids due to the risk from some of them being ex-Muslims. And I think that's ridiculous to put that weight upon everybody who's showing up.
Well, okay. Let's see. Here's the thing. Okay, so the argument that, as I understood it, on why the NDA specifically, non-compete is just shady. But the NDA, I get, because there's a good chance that any of the guests, like the VIP guests, people who are going to do the meet and greet, people who are on the panels, will probably learn or be in earshot of Base Mama's real name, shit like that, right? And she has kids, so therefore she wants to protect her kids. So I kind of understand for the speakers the NDA. The non-compete is what pissed me off.
Oh yeah, the non-compete was
The non-compete is
was a ridiculous.
It's
By the
like
way,
I wouldn't sign this if I was going to be a panelist. Therefore, I'm not going to go to an event that would put a panelist in a position that I would not put myself in.
By the way, Raph, Joys of Sorrow says if you're making 17 an hour in security, the contract calls for 40 per hour. Usually is double whatever the person gets paid. That's what
Double, really?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like if somebody's making 11, they're gonna probably charge you 20. Like it usually comes out to,
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Thinking about it,
but it also depends on if they go shop around, whoever offers the best.
Right. Because like most services, you can incite a bidding war pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like the type of thing where they are just trying to cover their ass, make sure they don't get the competition. But the people that are running it have no idea what they're doing.
Well, like Dave said,
I mean, 16 fucking month non-compete.
Well, I mean, as Dave put in his last video before the "Hey, I'm pulling out. I'm not part of this thing." He said we may have gotten bad legal advice, and that's possible.
Certainly you may have gotten bad legal advice, but there's a point where you should notice, yeah, this is terrible legal advice.
See, my thing is I think a non-compete runs contrary to the basis of it being a free speech event.
It's
NDA,
not so much the
NDA to protect
that-
the anonymity of ex-Muslims and Chinese nationals. Sure, got it. That's fine. Non-compete seems like you're in it for the money, not free speech.
Like I've heard from, I forget who it was that said it live, but I've heard it from multiple people that are used to running events. Usually it's about a week before and a week after the event that you have a non-compete for.
Which is fair.
Not fucking 16 months.
Okay, so a week, or even, let's be generous, a month before and after, I think that's fair.
I can understand that.
But
don't fuck with the profits we're gonna make. Don't make people buy tickets to yours rather than ours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like if you're running your event in Phoenix,
that's fucking ridiculous.
Like if you're running an event in Phoenix, maybe not the event earlier this same week in fucking Tucson. Fair. Like maybe you can't go to both. Maybe you can't speak at both.
Yeah, don't run the same fucking thing within a couple weeks of us, so that people have to decide, hey, I'll buy a ticket to this or this. 16 months. 2 months after your fucking thing, nobody's sitting there going, I'm gonna have to buy a ticket to this rather than this. You're just, I don't know if petty's even. I don't know how to just. You're just being. No, petty. Petty might be the right word.
Petty, childish, petulant.
Any of those. Any of those. Like that's. It's unnecessary. It's unreasonable. Don't pull that shit. Yeah, Andy Worski has this whole idea to just do a hangout, and you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be people at a bar, drinking, enjoying each other's company, and nobody's gonna get fucked out of their money.
Yeah. See, my thing is that like, I would like to see like whether we do it or whether Andy Worski or whoever does it, we do a thing where like you show up, you bullshit, you have a good time. You don't have to shell out money to be present at the event, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Not like
you know what? You come up to the fucking bar. We'll figure something out. We'll get Wrath down here. We'll get Samaj down here. We'll figure out a way to get Anon away from her fucking company. Maybe we'll even get fucking Vamp Candy and talking to them. We'll do a fucking thing. Also, failure. I forgot failure. That was a little rude with it here.
CT5 said something. $150 to see YouTubers talk. As Medicare said, we can literally just watch that on YouTube. That's another thing that I don't like about Kilroy is that we could just do this on Hangouts. Why do we have to go to Arizona to do that? I think most people just want to go to actually meet, and hang out with the people that are going to be there.
I mean,
but
I think
the panels themselves are fucking boring.
I mean, I think
exactly. If you want to come to the fucking Cunt Stream Hangout, it will cost you exactly how much it costs you to get to the place
where it's at. Like that'll be what it is.
What it would cost.
Like,
plus,
and I'm not
whatever you need in booze.
Like, and I'm not gonna ask customers. Like, I'm not gonna ask not customers. I'm not gonna ask our viewers to pay for me to get there. Like, if I fly up to Toronto to go to this shit, I'm paying for that, and I don't want you guys to pay for me to be there. I'm gonna be there because I want to be there.
If you give him money to get to Toronto, you're bad people. Nobody wants to be in Toronto.
You done goofed. I'm saying that now on the air. If you pay for me to go to Toronto, where I was probably gonna go anyway on my own dime, you goofed. I'm not gonna say no to your money, but you goofed.
I was skimming up through the chat. Did you guys address what Thrax had said?
What
did
Thrax
It says,
say?
speaking of the ex-Muslim thing, one of the ex-Muslims, that Harem Desert chick, was upset with people on Twitter about people not taking the safety of ex-Muslims seriously.
So NDA, cool.
Yeah.
I do understand
where I have an issue.
No, I do understand the NDA, but it's entirely useless considering none of the viewers sign that. None of the people who aren't there to speak sign that. That makes it entirely useless.
If you want privacy,
don't go in public.
No. Well, that too. But let's say you don't want your name out there. Tell the organizers you want another name. Like, don't put my real name on anything.
Yeah, call me this fucking thing instead.
Call me this name.
Yeah. When I show up,
alias,
in fact, Haram Deseret, Based Mama, if any of you are listening, if you want to call yourself Schmeckle while you're on stage, I'm fine with that.
But I'm sorry, if we go to an event and on the door it says your fucking name, don't be surprised if somebody's gonna fucking see it and it's not gonna be private anymore. Yeah.
Is this a personal thing for you, Tonka? I mean, failure.
What do you mean?
Oh,
the name thing.
The name thing, the name tag thing.
Oh.
No, I mean, is that the reason why you bring it up?
Well, it makes sense though, because if he didn't want people to know his actual name, he introduced, "Hey, I'm Failure."
Yeah.
We're gonna have a guy
Failure.
called
I'm not gonna call you.
very
I'm not gonna
dead
call
horse
you failure.
coming on.
What's your name? What's your name?
Smack-
I'm not gonna.
What's your name?
We're gonna have a guy called
I'm
a
not gonna call
very
you
dead
failure.
horse. Fuck up.
Damn.
Oh my god.
We can hear you.
Are we
You're gonna
really
bring
going
on
back
Very
to
Dead
that
Horse.
shit, like 6
Yeah.
months ago.
He's coming on for a specific reason. I'm gonna paraphrase what he sent me. He can't just read the DMs, but I will paraphrase. If you want, I did a stream last week, talked to Base Mom about Kilroy. Think there's some stuff in that where she explains some issues and contradicts herself on other things. If it turns out that he's entirely unentertaining, we'll just boot him.
Here's the problem with the Kilroy thing is I
no
can't.
issue with doing that.
Here's the problem with Kilroy. You can't take anything that's said as what it is because look, I hear one day, oh yeah, there's going to be guns, and people are going to be able to bring their guns into the. Oh no, wait, no,
No,
that's a
no,
big
we can't do that.
Yeah. So,
Why not?
So, huh? Because
Why?
they got a lot of backlash from it. So they decided, oh, okay, let's. Because all right, here's the thing. I have no problem with concealed carry, but when you say, hey, whatever, come over here. We all have guns. Try something. It's like, okay, now you fucked up because.
Oh, okay.
It's a very fucking dumb statement to say.
So
Yeah,
for a
come
second,
to
I was
this event. We all
about
got
to
guns.
like. See, for a second, I was about to rip into Failure, but then I realized what he was talking about. And I was like, okay, we're good.
Guns are entirely all right to carry. Just don't say, yeah, come to our event. Oh, we all got guns. Guns are okay.
Yeah, I was
Bring
gonna
your guns
say.
if you want.
See,
Also,
I
we spent
actually
half the
have a
budget on
CCW.
security.
I have my concealed carry license and all that BS. But my thing is that's not something you advertise. That's an insurance policy for your own safety. Like
Yeah.
the whole point is
Especially
concealed.
when you've spent half
Concealed
the
means it's
fucking
not
budget.
advertised.
No, Wrath, I don't know if you realize they spent half their fucking budget on security. And then they said, hey, everybody bring your guns. Does that seem dumb to anybody else? Am I the only one that's
Because, like,
looking at
look-
that?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Thing?
Here's the thing. I have no problem. Like, all right, look at gun shows.
Right. I fucking love
Guns
gun
all over
shows,
the
dude.
I love
That's like
gun
an
shows.
orgy of people I dig.
But you know what gun shows don't advertise? They don't advertise fucking motherfucking try us. We got fucking bazookas and shit. Fucking try to
Right. They don't advertise that shit. Even though I did actually get a handle a grenade launcher at the last one I went to.
They're not advertising that you're gonna use a grenade from fucking launcher at the show.
Well, I mean but that wasn't the tagline. It was gun show at X city
Yeah.
X through Y days.
And they've got a lot of like really cool historical shit there too. Like there's a lot of vendors that have World War II memorabilia, Civil War stuff. It's really neat. I love gun shows.
I've actually never been to one, so.
You should
But
go.
then again, I live in Canada.
No,
So.
you're
I was
a
about to say,
fucking
you live in
Canadian.
Canada.
Of course you've never been to a gun show. I'm not entirely sure we have those here.
I think. No, I think we do. We actually, in my province, we actually have a very good and healthy gun community here.
I'm in the main part of Canada, Ontario, and I've never seen a gun show.
Of course, I think
Except that one time Wrath flexed for us on stream. That
Whoa. I've never done that. That's
Motherfucker.
never happened.
Are you sure? You were pretty drunk that one time. You pick a fight with the staircase.
I was talking about the incident about 15 seconds from now.
15 seconds. No. I'm only like 4 beers in. We're talking like 45 minutes. Best case scenario.
Okay, an hour and 15. You just wait, cunts. You're gonna get the Wrath gun show.
That's how we'll close up the stream.
Yeah, no, I'll do it like right as Andy joins, and then we'll go off air, and Andy will be like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not sure. I'm not sure Andy's fucking coming. Wrath.
I can dream.
I told him you were here. Also, blue collar Canuck in the chat
That's where
says,
that's where you messed up. You told him I'm here. Don't tell
me
him
ask you
I'm
something.
One
here.
second. Blue collar Canuck in the chat says, "Go out to the Simcoe area. They're everywhere." Oh, I was actually born and raised in the fucking Simcoe area. I ain't there no more, but that's where I'm from.
Speaking of which, I'm going to do a roll call in the chat here, only for Canadians. Who do we have here that's watching that's actually Canadian?
Press 1 if you're a cuck. I mean Canadian.
I'm not seeing nothing.
We've got St. Clair in the chat. He says he'll come in Andy's stead. You can come anywhere on Andy, but that doesn't mean you get an invite.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, I put the link up in the group chat if you want to check that out.
See, a very dead horse.
It's a fucking link that I need to check. Somebody else check
It's
that.
some hour and 10 in, I think. That's when we start asking her about it.
Yeah, somebody else is gonna need to.
Okay.
You know I don't do my own shit, co-host.
Also, to respond to the chat here, Psycho, Canadians are that thing that's on your head. You just forgot that we were there. We're America's hat.
Yeah, we're that country that pretends to be
Okay,
above
okay.
you.
You're America's fucking Dr. Randomer Cam hat.
Yeah.
Whatever those are called. I don't know what those are called.
Oh god, I never did.
It's an Ushanka. I got it.
That's what it is. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's what it's called.
That sounds way too elegant to actually be real.
Yeah, it seems like a really nice word for what's essentially dog ears.
I even have one of those somewhere. I just never wear the damn thing because it looks stupid. You have to be a cartoon character to pull it off. Or Schmeckle.
If it gets a whole lot colder
you
in
have
this
to be a
country,
cartoon
I'm going to be
character.
switching from the top hat to an Ushanka.
No. See, so much. You have to be a cartoon character full of fucking stop to pull that hat off.
Oh my god, we just got that.
Object of Hate says for $2, any chance of an Opal Christmas roast. We will take any type of Christmas roast except for the Opal sword.
Hey, are we going to pitch ideas for what to do for a Christmas stream? Because I got an idea. What would you do?
If you'd like to pitch an idea, you go right ahead. I have a lot of ideas for the new year. Most of them involve a lot of work for you.
Fuck. We'll see about that. No, I had an idea. Well, what if we were to do like a morning kumite, and it'd just be a bunch of us. We all get good and angry, good and mad, and we just sort of crash other people's streams. Here's Cherry. We just all go in there, crash into the stream if we get like a hangout link, and we just argue with one another. No context, no reason. We just immediately start getting mad at each other.
See,
I
would
don't feel
love
like
to
that's
be able
going to
to do
happen
s-
because I think only a couple of us here are actually invited to streams on a regular basis.
You only need one link.
Well,
One
I
person
feel
gets
like I might be
Oh,
invited to more
are you
streams.
saying that we should do some shit where one of us gets a fucking link and we just invite all the other cunts?
Yeah.
Dogpile.
And I'm fine with doing that as long as it's only for low quality streams. I
Yes.
will certainly bring you all to a Chairview stream to make his stream a little better.
Hey, what did I do to you, man?
Don't-
What did I
don't-
do to you?
What? Yeah, exactly. What did I do to deserve being brought onto a Chairview stream?
Hey, all you gotta do is
Yeah, no. That's a fair point. I'm not going to do anything awful like
Look,
that.
all
I'll
we're
bring you
asking-
to.
Like,
Look,
I mean, sure.
I'll
Send me
bring
the
you-
link to a Politipod stream. I'll be annoyed, but
Exactly.
we'll move past that. But you bring me onto a Chairview stream.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
and
to be that.
motherfucker, I'm going to send you an invoice.
Look, all I'm saying is that if someone sends us a link to a hangout, we all just go in there and just yell at each other. Fucking yell, stay for maybe 10 minutes, yell at the host, and then crash out and go to another stream. It'd be a roughhousing, stream to stream to stream, spraying the hate.
Hey, cunts. It's officially New Year's Eve, at least where I'm at.
Christmas
What?
Eve, you idiot.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was Christmas for a minute. But that,
It's forward in time.
I think Samaj just wants to be the Santa Claus from Futurama.
But wait, no, Psycho has a good point. He says Schmeckle outside slash, and nobody's gonna post it publicly. I'm not gonna send it to nobody. But if I get a fucking link, I'm gonna fucking jump in there. And Mara Jane says she's gonna host the stream. We will have the best yelling match you've ever had. I'm gonna yell so much I'm gonna impregnate you with my yelling.
Oh boy.
I think that's is that bush rape?
I don't think that's actually a good point on my part, because that would mean I'm like yelling out sperm. There's definitely a gay joke there.
You'd have to gargle some mayonnaise.
I was gonna say, yelling out sperm. Schmeckle, I thought you weren't going to talk about what happens in the off-airs on air.
Man, I've already told everybody all our stories. They've got the videos, motherfucker.
Please tell me you didn't tell them the story, because that's still worth $100 in super chat.
How do you think Vamp gets all prepped up to fuck Tonka? She's heard the story. She sits there, she thinks of the story, then all of a sudden she's wet enough to do it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude.
Okay. The story is probably the least wetting story I've ever told. And I've told some bad
I should remind the audience, because most of them have no idea what we're talking about. The story is about the time Wrath ate a guy.
Which now that we have super chat for $100, I'll tell the story at any point. Any point on the stream.
Yeah.
You
for $100,
I will tell the story.
And for a slight bit of context, that it's not a gay story. All right, it doesn't.
No, it's not gay at all. He didn't eat a dick. He might have eaten a dick, but if he ate a dick, it was in the munch, swallow fashion, not the fashion.
It was.
Well, this
I believe the part that I ate was part of the leg, but don't quote me on that. It was sinewy.
You've already said too much. You said too much.
Mara Jane in the chat is like, "What? You ate a guy? What?" No, he only ate part of the guy. It was a nice little roast.
Okay, so the seasonings were on point.
Don't tell the fucking story until we get $100, cunt.
So either $100 or 10,000 subs on this channel, and I will tell the story in detail.
By the way, if you donate $100, I promise I will send it to the guy who ate the guy. You will profit from the crime.
The crime.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the statute is. If I ever got doxxed, I may actually go to prison.
I know your goddamn real name, and I've already called the cops. They told me they couldn't do nothing.
Which is kind of ironic, because they bug me like weekly over.
Okay. So Medicare just posted a tweet that says, "The Tales of Trout Part 2, 95% processed."
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Soon.
I've been waiting on this all day.
Don't tell people that they might watch that instead of this truth.
I think once he gets it out, we'll respond to it organically and live.
Of course.
You know what? I just remembered?
We have some very quality people here. We have, let's see who's here. Oh, we got me. So we'll respond to it.
You know, I just recalled that Politipod actually did a series of conversational streams with Kraut. And he
yes, Politipod was, from what I understand, fairly close with Kraut, and he seems to be. I haven't spoken with him about it or anything, but he seems pretty pissed about this shit.
I wonder if he was in that server on Discord.
I don't think so.
His name didn't pop up in the list.
Yeah, he seems awfully.
I've got no reason to. I'm going to be honest. As much as I've said shit about Pod, I don't think he'd be involved in anything like this.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no! I mean,
no matter how close he was with Kraut. Pod would have seen this shit
Right.
and gone, fuck you guys, and also gone and informed people.
Right. Like, I mean, for real, there are
I
things
might
I
not
don't
like
like about Pod, and Pod and I have had our disagreements, but I would never suspect him involved in something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I might not like Pod, but he wouldn't pull. And I mean,
Oh, Pod's-
I said the same
Pod's
shit
not
Okay,
about
well, one at a
Jeff
time. One at a
Holiday,
time.
but-
Holy shit! Shit! Oh, whoa!
No, I said the same shit about Jeff Holiday. I didn't think he'd be involved in shit like this.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
But Pod, I can almost guarantee you that he wouldn't do this shit.
I gotta
Pod's got his real fucking name out there. He's not like this type of shit could damage his military career. Pod's not gonna pull shit like this.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my my Jeff Holiday Patreon money to.
Well, a very dead
I am
horse.
not-
If you've ever checked out the Cunstream Patreon, it exists. You could redirect your money there. I'm not
I had
saying
it-
you need to. I'm
I
not
was-
saying
I was,
I'm gonna be
streaming
mad if you
with,
don't, but
with Whitey and AP and Gasoline was having them try and fight to see who would get the little bit of my Patreon money that I was giving out.
Patron combat.
It's pretty
oh
amusing.
no, if
Todd
you're
wasn't
looking to
into
get Fright Supremacy, they fucking AP recently got his car stolen, so
What the hell? What?
definitely put some
I guess
money
I
in
fucking
that
missed that
direction.
part.
Yeah, a couple days ago, like right before fucking Christmas, he got his fucking car stolen.
That's
So if you can give any fucking money to Fright Supremacy, do that.
I got fired.
Also, Outlaw Wolf, if you can give any, give some money to us and say it's for Outlaw Wolf, and it'll go to Outlaw Wolf.
No, I don't need the money, but thank you.
All right, she doesn't need the fucking money, so just give money to us in general.
Pretty much. Give
I'll
money
take it.
to the Cunstream in general.
Starting next month, I start actually paying 2 of my co-hosts. It'll be great. The 3 of us will no longer be poor. LHE Nuggets says I'm homeless. LOL. That sucks, but we're at the point where I can't help the people that are in bad situations who tell me that they're in bad situations because I've had people lie to me.
Well, not limit. So help me understand here. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm probably going to come off that way. To LHE, you're homeless. Why the fuck are you watching the con stream?
You can actually watch the
Nothing
Cunt
better
Stream
to do.
on the library.
Are you actually homeless?
No, I'm just saying.
Or
Where
no, I didn't know if he was.
where are you?
working
The
or not.
library is open right now. Okay.
maybe he has a cell phone.
Was he?
Yeah,
checking?
no, you
McDonald's
can
has
be
free
homeless.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah,
or,
but he
at
has,
a library with
but he
it.
has a cell phone. Sell that shit. You've got a couple of nights.
Yeah, but
a
what if
fucking
you
hotel.
want to get a job or something? How are they gonna call you back?
That's
Okay.
true.
Fair argument.
They're,
Uh,
they're,
I
there's
don't
no
know,
I'm
you
just
like-
saying. I'm
anywhere
saying, but
anymore.
it's a smartphone, so because they can see our chat, right? They can comment in our chat. That's a smartphone. Get a dumb phone. They can call you back on a dumb phone. Dumb
Yeah,
phones
that-
cost like
actually-
a fifth what it costs to have a smartphone.
Yeah, but smartphones.
No,
unless it's like a new.
if you've already got a smartphone and you're not making any payments on it, it was given to you. It's no different from the cost you'd pay on a dumb one if you're not getting the extra shit.
Yeah.
Should I found a Galaxy 7 in a car.
Found or stole? Oh
Found.
no, sorry. Oh,
my, my dad, he has a car lot, and he traded in a vehicle, and dude left his S7 hanging out.
Well, don't those explode though? Isn't that the one
The
that
Note-
exploded?
the
the
Note-
Note 7.
Yeah, the notes explode.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason.
Nah, the notes explode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave let's see. Vamp's in charge. No, Wolfie's in charge. Also, Vamp, make sure that that motherfucker gets the fucking message. I'll be right back.
Okay, what motherfucker are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Check the side chat, Vamp.
Uh-huh. I'm on it already.
That's what he's talking about. So the rest of y'all, now you get it.
Yay.
Okay, I guess. I just got back. My internet fucked up on me.
I was wondering where you went.
Well, I heard an echo, and I thought Schmeckel and Wrath were just talking over each other. And I'm like, wait a minute, they're saying the same thing over again. That's me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I keep refreshing this page.
It's not up yet, is it?
No.
Okay.
Hitting refresh.
I've been waiting.
We're all sitting here on YouTube. Refresh.
Come on.
He's such a cock tease.
Well, his last video was like 18 minutes long, and that was also like, god damn, that was also bad. But bad, it was like the drama that was going on.
Yeah, I think I might have turned a friend off to him because I was trying to show him his. I was like, "You ever heard of Mr. Medicare?" And then I showed him the pause video, and he just got angry. He's just like, "I'm never." He's like, "I was like, what do you think?" He's
That's
like,
the wrong introduction video.
"Right, right." That was a fucking terrible
You
one.
have to be used to Medicare by the time you get to positivity.
Oh my god. He's like,
You
he
should
was
have,
just angry.
I
He's just
don't
like,
know.
what the fuck? I fucking hate people. This
You
is
should have
bullshit.
started with that guy with the glasses series or something.
No, I should have showed him like We Was Kangs from like,
We Was
like a couple years ago.
Or any of the Hugbox Chronicles.
Oh, I love the hug box. Or Internet Insanity. That would have been good.
Or just send him a link to the Internet Aristocrat archive.
See, I constantly dread the day I see his latest Deviants video, because I'm like, oh god, please don't let it be something I did.
I
Please don't
love-
let it be my fandom. Please don't let it be my fandom. Please don't let it be my fandom.
I love the Internet Insanity ones. The glow in the dark CIA niggers. That I fucking died. Like listening to this dude spurg out about the Bible and going full on schizophrenic. That shit was great.
Yeah, no, with Medicare, it's like, I pray to never be in a Medicare video. You know it's going to be bad. So, yeah. So, after all this, Kraut's deleted his accounts and all that. Does anyone here think that does he have another account that he's just sort of watching all this from?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Who doesn't have sock accounts?
I
I
have.
don't.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too.
I don't, but maybe that's my fault. I don't know. But then again, I'm not as paranoid as some people, or maybe I'm overly paranoid, but just too lazy.
There's also that. Very possible.
I mean, if my internet presence gets deleted, I mean, it means I have to start from square one. Luckily, I still have all my files for all my art related stuff. So I mean, like, yeah, there's no real loss there. It just means I have to re-upload it,
True.
or do like some artists and just start over and say that stuff. No, that doesn't exist anymore. Well, all those commissions of My Little Pony I was commissioned for, those don't exist. Who's that Samaj guy? What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing.
That was a low point in my career.
No, that's that guy named Samaj. No, I'm I don't know. I'm some guy. I'm just some new artist. I'm better.
Samaj, if you need to start from scratch, I can make sure you jump up back to not starting from scratch.
We'll see. I mean, I would be upset if my Twitter account got deleted. I've acquired quite a few interesting contacts and all that, but I mean, I'd live. I'm sure there's a way I can network again.
You have an actual fucking talent. It's easy to market. You're just doing it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days I just gotta say goodbye to YouTube and do my own thing.
No, Samaj, like I've said many
Why
times.
aren't you doing this professionally? Like,
If you'll allow me, I can get the fucking name out there. I can get the fucking pictures out there.
Fair enough. I have a project I'm working on. We'll see. But if that ever got picked up, you guys probably will never see me again. Think of that as a good
And
thing.
if that gets picked up, Vamp, you'll need to be the new artist.
I am mediocre.
So,
at that.
Vamp, I need you to spend the next couple years training to be as good as Samaj.
The most you can get out of me is a few crappy photoshops.
Good enough. We might lose Samaj. We'll need something.
I'm not gone yet. We'll see.
He's
Maybe
not
I'll do
dead
like
yet. Jesus Christ. You're,
Yeah, maybe
he's
I'll
already
do, like, a
planning your
series-
funeral?
Samaj, I'm trying as hard as I can to get you a fucking job. I am trying to make us lose you for some reason.
make it so that I can actually get
I'll
money.
get-
What?
You'll have to pull in Opal or something.
You know this,
Opal is not a fucking option as the Samaj replacement.
but you want to know this? The interesting or the sad part
That's
is,
where this came from.
I think like Opal, like last month, Opal made more money with her art than I have in an entire year. I mean, go. What does that tell you? I'm doing it so wrong.
Samaj, make some fucking shirt designs and I will give you every fucking dollar from it.
She made this for me. So
Oh, Opal made that. Oh, okay. I didn't
Opal
really- Oh, there you go.
If you make some fucking shirt designs, I will give you every dollar we make from them.
We'll see. We'll see.
Guaranteed, you can make more than Opal off of fucking shirts and shit.
I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I haven't actually really done much in the way of shirt designs, except for one.
Do your
It can't
regular
be
shit,
that hard.
make it full fucking bodies of the shit and with a transparent background. Then
Shut
it's a
the fuck
fucking
up! It's uploaded. Sorry.
Where did
Okay,
Failure go, by the
okay.
way?
I'm sorry, but it's up. The Mr. Medicare.
Somebody pull up Medicare's video. I don't currently have
Samaj,
the
I
capability
I
to
don't have Streamlabs. Not Stream. Whatever the fuck it's called.
the other fucking laptop. Shit the fuck out.
I got a Mac. So.
I
No,
Samaj.
there's my circle, but it's not showing up yet.
Yeah, it's not showing up on me either.
It's not showing up. What do you mean it's uploaded?
are
I
you
think-
fucking bullshitting us, Wolfie? Is
No.
it not up?
It's
No,
right
I think
fucking here. Look.
I
It's right
Well,
fucking.
then fucking pull it up. You use the goddamn fucking screen share thing. Pull that fuck. Okay,
Jesus
there's the
Christ,
link.
Jim. Okay.
Where-
Either Vamp, Smaj, Wrath, fucking a very dead horse. I will make you a co-host if you can pull it up. It'll
Oh, the audience
while
doesn't
you've
get
got
to
it
watch.
up.
Here, click
but-
this link.
I don't have an audio mixer to do that.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't.
yeah, I
either.
don't have an audio mixer either.
That was.
All right, here's the thing. I got it. All right, I hear it's here. We could watch it if you want. Here's the problem, though. I have to take out my headphones, and we're left with you. You guys can hear it from my speaker or whatever.
Hey.
Here's the thing. You guys gotta shut the fuck up, otherwise you will echo.
Yeah,
Hey, Samaj.
everybody,
Samaj.
everybody except
Yeah?
Samaj mute
I
themselves.
have a suggestion. I put a link over in the side chat. That's the My Circle. That you guys can
Oh,
watch
that thing that
along
doesn't
with
work
it.
for me. I got
Are you kidding me? It doesn't work for you.
I don't know what the fuck
No,
my
we-
circle is.
That's.
Yeah, we did this once before on,
Wait, where
on
did
like
Failure
another
go? He
stream.
could do all this stuff for us.
Yeah, where the
he
fuck did
uses My
Failure go?
Circle.
Oh.
Failure probably went to bed.
Vamp, bring us failure back.
Vamp.
tell failure we need him momentarily.
I don't know.
Failure.
Failure. Failure.
Failure, come play this video for me.
We need you to play the video.
I want your man milk, Failure. I don't want the liquor
me,
no
sir.
more.
Excuse me, sir. I'll have you know that Mr. Medical has a video ready and queued up to trounce all of you.
Sorry, that's a terrible, terrible impersonation. I can't do it.
That's still more palatable than the real thing.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
it's
Failure.
There we go. We got failure.
Failure.
Failure. We need you to play the fucking video for us.
What
Can you do
happened?
that, failure?
Okay, Medicare posted his new video failure. Could you please present it and do your magic so we can watch it?
We need Don Filiori failure.
I need the Dawn. I need the Dawn. I need the favor. I need a favor.
Yeah.
I hope you know we're gonna owe him after this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm muting.
You'll have to get more of a Patreon. Mama.
After this shit, we owe this motherfucker.
Lake trout spawn in the lake, not in streams where they can be eaten by predators.
It's like fishing live bait. Look at that fat smallmouth.
Come to the inside of this rainbow trout here, and we're going to make a cut along the back.
Jesus, we should have gassed all of them. Or has changed.
Previously on Madman.
And in the end, your Nazi bitch queen, Rage After the Storm, as much as you would like to fantasize about her being silenced, packed her bags and ran away like a little bitch.
Sounds a little bit emotionally invested. A little bit pissed off, but luckily it was just him. Nobody else took part in this. It was all just, wait a minute.
Oh shit. Here's the part where a certain
Look at Bunty's face.
Flying friend of ours took part in that.
Oh god.
Look at Bunty's
Look
face.
at Bunty's face. He's just
He's
like
just gonna nope
he's
out.
just like, oh no.
Nope.
Bunty's like, shit, man. What have I got myself in?
All right, play the goddamn video.
Oh, Bunty.
Like
Bullying Rage After the Storm. And make no mistake, we bullied the shit after Rage After the Storm. We bullied her off social media. She took herself off that shit. We bullied the fuck out of her.
Pause for a second. Pause. I gotta get. Damn it,
Jeff.
Like, pause it on. Like, roll it back
on
and
Bunty
pause
noping
it on
out.
Bunty. I need to screenshot this shit because that is it was in this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Fucked up.
Slightly before that, I think maybe you can get the.
Oh boy.
Look! It looks like they're a cult or something. Now, Rage! You knew when you came to Kyrgyzstan that racism is not tolerated. How do you plead? Through your silence, you have admitted your guilt.
Hey now, my fellow Kekistani. You can't shadow it with an attitude like that. What are you doing, Jeff? Now, for those of you just joining, and even for those that have watched part 1, there might be a few questions in your mind. Who the fuck are these people? And what exactly is going on? Well, it's my hope with this series of videos to try to sum it up as best I can. Now, part 1 was the motivation. You don't really need to know exactly who they are. You just need to know the underlying reason for what's about to happen. And if I were to sum that up as best I could, Kraut got angry at a girl on the internet and spent the next 6 months waging an online jihad against her. How highly academic of him. Now with part 2, I'm going to start to clear some things up. Kraut and T is a YouTuber that likes to make typically anti-SJW videos. Rage After Storm happened to take a different approach. He was more right-wing than he was. They had a disagreement over race realism, and he lit her up on a live stream. The very next day, he tweeted at a place she wrote for. 3 weeks after that, she left the internet, and people brought up the fact that he was attempting to basically deplatform her. This ended up enraging Kraut.
Yes.
That was certainly a point that was brought up. I really just interrupted because I thought we played too long of a clip. Go on.
Do you really think that Medicare is going to flag this?
Medicare, I don't know.
He might see this and be like, try to join.
Well, the bigger problem is it automatically getting flagged.
Well, that and some cunt out there who will flag it on his behalf, which apparently you can do. I didn't know that, but recently I found out that people can do that, which is stupid. So if we piss off the wrong person,
there we go.
Is there a chance that one of us might be in this video? So if we're in the video,
it's a 23-minute video. There's a chance.
Wrong think Wasian says bitch boy Jeff might. I don't think Jeff would do that.
There's a chance.
I think Jeff is gonna calm down from this point on. I don't think Jeff
He became bitter and pissed off at the people that kept bringing this up. And he began to see Rage After Storm and those that associate with her political ideology, or even those that were sympathetic to her, as an enemy that needed to be destroyed. So how did our little German general decide to go about this? Well, our Trout, he's a strong swimmer. He's going to go right up that fucking stream. He doesn't care. He's going to read all those books. 800-page books, hand them over. I'm going to learn everything I can. I'm even going to work with academics, highly intelligent, intellectual YouTubers.
Please respond.
And credentialed scientists of this YouTube.
Actual fucking academics. Obviously, that's something we've proven Kraut tried to do. Do we have any actual proof that these were academics?
No, I don't think
I
so.
haven't seen anything convincing.
I mean, that was
No.
probably. All right, let's
Hit
go
play.
with no.
We're going to kick the alt-right's ass. So Kraut dedicates nearly a month of his time to honing his skill. He's studying biology.
Genetic and
No, we have fucking not. We have not done a knockout study on nigger dick size. No.
He's prepared.
Whoa! Whoa!
I knew
I mean, I haven't watched. I haven't watched this in a while. What?
I think there should certainly be a study done on,
Well, if there's someone to do the study, Naked Ape should be the one.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely
What the fuck?
do as much as we can to measure this.
No.
If you'd like, you can all come to me. I'm a verified YouTube scientist. I'll measure them all. I promise.
I think there's been studies done, but they're posted on it very credible website poarnhub.com.
Preparing himself for the final showdown. He's going to release a video that's going to make the alt-right beg for mercy. All those filthy race realists are going to go crying home to mama because Kraut and T is here to drop some knowledge bombs on their ass.
Dude, just talk to my fucking scientist.
Or at least that's what he had hoped was going to happen, which turned out to be the opposite of reality. His very first video wasn't too well received, and almost immediately people began to reply to it. They were looking at some of the finer details of the argument that he presented. One man in particular seemed to catch Kraut's ire.
The K-type sexual reproduction strategy is distinctively mammalian.
No, the K-type reproduction strategy is not.
Who's he laughing at here?
Yeah, that's JF.
Okay, I thought so.
JF is laughing at Kraut's video.
I would assume so. JF,
what's his credentials?
based on my earlier interaction with him, he seems like a pretty smart guy.
What are JF's credentials?
He was a professor at
He's a fucking PhD.
Okay.
Duke University or some shit. I don't remember. I don't fucking know.
I really hadn't heard of him before this all started, so I'm...
Same.
I didn't care.
Same.
Distinctively mammalian. There are plants, Kraut, that are K-type. What the fuck are you talking about?
The male does not remain with the female. The pregnancy is very short. With the female...
Brown trouts do not get pregnant. Did you just say the pregnancy is very short?
happens through the trout swimming upriver to mate. The male does not remain with the female. The pregnancy is very short.
The pregnancy is very short.
I don't understand how we ended up at this clip. But that's...
It's Medicare and Kraut and Trout rhyme.
Yeah, but
That's how you ended up with
Fucking
that.
Kraut was saying that fish get pregnant or something.
But how the fuck did Medicare like that? Must have been from ages ago.
Yeah, it's Medicare.
He's magical. He's a
Did you know-
fucking wizard.
Did you not hear about how many hours of shit he had to watch to get this stuff together? It was crazy.
This guy's a fucking magic man.
Well, duh.
What if you watch it on like
Wizard Harry.
1.5 times speed, or if you watch this on full speed, just regular speed? Because there's no way you could sit and sift through this much at the normal hour. You know, the normal rate.
I don't know, but I want to see more.
Hit play. I can sit there and watch it on 10
Frenchman.
times
There were
the
others that made videos that pissed Kraut off. This didn't deter him. Remember, he's on a holy crusade to teach these people a lesson. So he decided he wasn't going to just double down. He wasn't going to triple down. He was quadrupling down on the autism by creating an honest-to-God, literal internet war room to wage jihad against people that were laughing at him. He was already angry enough about Rage After Storm. He was angry enough about the backlash he got from it. But now he's got a fucking Frenchman asking him where the pregnant trout are. He couldn't handle that shit. He couldn't stand being mocked. And so he sets about creating the Academy of Discord. And as you can see, its ranks are filled with only the finest of individuals. Look at these accredited YouTube scientists. Do you see the parentheses? Can you handle that high-level intellect? Oh God, I'm going to need to huff a few here just to be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with these giants. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, breathe deeply. They're YouTube scientists. So what subjects of study was this Harvard of the internet focusing its attention on? Those are just people of interest. I recognize some of these names. They're getting added on and taken off. I mean, you've got Alt-Hype, you've got Black Pigeon Speaks, David Cedarwood, Red Ice TV, Warren Southern, Millennial Woes. You know, I recognize these names. They all have something in common. I can't quite put my finger on it. But, you know, that's harmless. It's not like they called it targets or something. Like it was some weird internet mafioso hit list that a bunch of autistic internet spurgs.
Why do you have to stop in mid-sentence?
Biggest Schmuck will say.
It's not like they called them targets. You know exactly where he's going. He's leading up to the part where they said
Wow.
exactly
Schmeckle.
that.
Wow.
Alright, somebody mute Schmuckle.
Compiled together for some weird fucking vendetta. Oh wait, they totally did that. From Waz Lee. Hey dude, could you rename the target section of the Discord to something like people of interest or something? If this group leaks, which it will because they always do. It's a little bit of irony. Having a section labeled targets isn't a good look. Kraut. Okay. Hey bro, I was just wondering, could we possibly rename that list you made from people we want to fucking murder and burn their bodies to like fluffy bunnies or something? I'm just worried if somebody sees that, they're gonna think we're fucking insane. That's some incredible OPSEC in this internet war room. Really locking shit down tight, Kraut. Really keeping a fucking leash on things, aren't you, buddy? This is about as well done as your biology video. Okay, I hear you saying. So you've got a Discord full of potentially unstable academic intellectuals and YouTubers with a real fucking hit list for a vendetta. What's the German mafia here gonna do with it? Well, the descent into complete LARPing madness really takes place almost side by side with each video that's released after the first one. You'll see by the ratings that not only do the likes start to decrease, the dislikes overtake them, meaning even Kraut's own audience, which was initially on his side, grew so bored with this shit, they just didn't want to watch it anymore. But I'm sure that negative reaction didn't adversely affect these mentally unstable individuals. They can't go too magic missile with this LARPing shit, right? It's not like they created operations like it was World War II or something. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they actually did that. Let's look at some of the 24-hour ops the Brain Trust here came up with. One of the intellectual elites, a chemist.
Medicare's a little off there. They didn't create this group. A very small handful of people created this group. Not all the people in there. Not the whole list of people he showed. Probably. Most likely. Maybe.
He wanted a reason to stop it.
Wait. Alright, can we read some of these stages?
Stage 1. The construction of a shadow server over 2 weeks of staged conversations prior to next media launch. Stage 2.
Two.
The collection
the
of
collection
evidence to be reviewed by proper channels and greenlit for dispersion.
Shadow
Stage 3.
server. That's not ominous at all.
Vamp. If you're gonna read it, can you be more like a Hal type?
Let Vamp read it!
Just
I'm trying, dude.
All right, Schmickle, you're making it fucking longer than it. We would have fucking been by fucking step 5 already if you would have fucking just.
Stage 3. The approach of the opposition by insider forces, trying to feed useless information that was cleared in Stage 2, gaining trust. Stage 4. Feeding false information to cause minor disturbance, using false information that is too good not to be used, and observing the effects in opposition media. When cleared by proper channels, advance to Stage 5. Stage 5. Feeding information of a high-risk nature, false doxes of allied forces, false nudes, etc.
False nudes!
Desired effect. Full control of trusted opposition informational networks. Effective use of counter-espionage tactics to puppet opposition forces.
Yeah, that's shitty as fuck.
That's the best you get out of me with that one.
Hold on, I have to say something. Vamp, that was Sigourney Weaver level Planet Earth narration. Thank you.
Vamp, you did do a very good job. Oh, once I said the portal chick, you did a very good job of
No,
being
that's what
the
I was
portal.
going for. It's just I had to get my throat to do the.
But I don't understand if your role is to be a chemist, then why are you trying to stage things to kind of like? Why don't you just argue fucking points and not try to like? Yeah, we're gonna plant dissent and false information.
Failure. The problem is that makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god! How dare you! We're gonna get demonetized.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Goddamn, Zephanians here.
A very dead Zeph is here. My boyfriend, the Zephanarian.
No, luckily failure's being presented, so.
Nobody can see it. If you were looking,
no one
you'd
can
see
see
Zephanian with a set of balls on his head.
No one can see the Zephanarian, sir. But I fucking
By the
hate
name
you.
of Zab, he came up with Operation Red Mackerel. Goal: to feed the opposition false or useless information of the movements or acts of the Allied forces to gain the trust of the opposition and thereby cause information havoc and distress. Execution: the construction of a shadow server where archived or staged conversations and information will be posted. A SOC account controlled by the Allied forces will collect evidence on the shadow server and approach the opposition, setting off Stage 3, ending in the desired effect: total control of oppositional informational networks.
Okay,
Stage 1,
can
the
we take a
construction
second
of a
to appreciate the fact that a German man called himself part of the Allied forces?
Yeah, I think we can appreciate that.
server. Over 2 weeks of staged conversations prior to the next media launch. Stage 2, the collection of evidence to be reviewed by proper channels and greenlit for dispersion. Stage 3, the approach of the opposition by insider forces, trying to feed useless information that was cleared in Stage 2, gaining trust. Stage 4, feeding false information to cause minor disturbances, using false information that is too good not to be used, and observing the effect on the opposition media. When cleared by proper channels, advance to Stage 5. Stage 5, feeding information of a high-risk nature, false doxes of Allied forces, false nudes, etc. Desired effect: full
Jesus
control
fucking
of
Christ.
trusted opposition informational networks. Effective use of counter-espionage tactics to puppet opposition forces. The oppositional informational networks. It's a French guy that streams on YouTube and laughs at people talking about pregnant trouts is being treated like he's the fucking Axis powers in World War II. But how deep does this autism go? How committed to this are they? We'll have a crowd explain it. Proposal 1. I am a dissident scientist and would like a conversation. Proposal 2.
shit.
Set up fake alt-right YouTube channel.
This part coming up is fucking ridiculous. Kraut tried to make up a human being. She was supposed to be, from what I remember, a graduate from
what?
I forget what college he came up with, but he had everything from her birthday to her college to where her
He
parents,
made a fake docs.
where she was born, where her parents currently lived. She was apparently only at the place she was born for a couple months. Like he had a lot of details for this fucking fake chick. She was, her name was something Law. I remember that. It was a very dumb last name. It was Law. Trish Law or something like that. But it was a.
I wonder if he's going to actually bring that up.
Channels and have it slam me. Proposal 3, I am a biology student. Proposal 4, I am a biochemist student. This is so fucking retarded. Crowd.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
He's gonna
There's
you know
there's
he's
all
gonna
the
read it out loud.
Tilly
probably.
Law.
What the fuck are you doing? I don't even know if I can read this without a deviant art symbol in the background. This is some will you RP with me :3 shit. Young woman, mid-20s, specializing right now in biochemistry at the University of Southampton. Name, Tilly Law. December 30th, 1989 is her birthday. Born in Guildford. Hasn't been there since childhood. Parents live in Wickham. Wickham Church of England Primary School. Studying biology for 3 years since 2015. Lab assistant from 2010 to 2014. Student travels from 2014 to 2015. Backpacked around the UK. Gotta throw some small details in there.
To point out to people that the German word "berbetit" actually means "I'm a lying faggot."
School has 3 O's.
I'm not sure why he included that in there, but
You
that's what
in case that ever comes up in conversation.
Oh, it does have 3
Hello,
O's.
hello,
In
Access
case it ever
Forces.
comes up.
I'm a biochemist student named Tilly Law, and I'm defecting from the Allied Forces. You can trust me. I backpacked around the UK. You know, now might be as good a time as any just to take a step back and really think about what you're looking at. Look at the reaction they have to somebody laughing at their stupidity or having a different opinion. Look at the detail. They're running operations. Who LARPs like this and doesn't drink bleach immediately afterwards? But if that wasn't autistic enough, they have to take the puppeteering to the next level. Let me introduce you to the convoluted plan, Operation Mincemeat. Now this is some wild shit. Their plan, if I were to sum it up, reading.
We can get a look at this.
Franco.
Schmeckle, I think he's about to explain it, so we could just play.
He just
yeah,
well,
we
a lot.
just needed. I needed a reason to pause so that we wouldn't play too much of the video.
This is why I wanted to watch this and not go live.
He spelled believe wrong.
Yeah, he spelled a lot of things wrong. He spelled school with 3 O's.
He spelled fucking apology wrong. Kraut is not good at spelling in English, and I can give him a pass.
Or science, for that matter.
School.
Well, yeah, no, he's terrible at science. I can't give him a pass on that, but the English thing, the spelling, I
He's
can give
also
him a pass.
bad at internet.
The second thing.
And he says thousands.
I'm also seeing Thunderfoot and Sargon on this a lot. Is he? That's interesting. I don't know what.
Yeah, apparently Sargon has been dragged into this.
But I don't understand the Franco.
Well, let's play the video and see what he says.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back.
This just ridiculous fucking document is to leak the idea that Thunderfoot or Sargon are going to make videos. That is the information. They're going to accidentally release this information. And then from there, essentially what they want to have happen is the alt-right reacts and gets angry for some reason. And because the alt-right gets angry, now Thunderfoot and Sargon actually end up making the video. You know, Thunderfoot put up a video talking about being invited into this Discord.
He wanted me to install Discord on my computer, which I'd never heard of before, and it's some sort of group chat type thing, which was getting into quite a bit of an ask at that point, because, you know, now I actually had to do something. Anyway, so I installed Discord on my computer, and it promptly crashed my computer, which means that maybe the only message I've ever sent on Discord is it working yet? And after my computer died and I got it back up again, it was simply, look, I don't have time for this other crap.
It's probably a really fucking good idea that you didn't stick around, because they don't give a shit about you, Thunderfoot. They don't care that you're a scientist. They don't care that you actually do shit in real life. You weren't Thunderfoot the scientist to them. You were Thunderfoot the cudgel. They wanted to use you. They thought they were so fucking smart, and you were so goddamn stupid that they could puppeteer you into doing what they wanted. They were going to use your subscriber number to their benefit. They didn't give two fucks about what you thought. That's what Operation Mincemeat is. Are you starting to get a handle on the wild shit going on in this Discord? Here's the public presenting face these people give up. That they're honorable and they're dignified. And that they fight the good fight and they have the moral high ground. And yet they create hit lists. They come up with fake doxes, fake accounts to discredit the other side. And then they seek to use people to their own ends without actually informing them of what the fucking plan is. And that's an opinion you'll see expressed by multiple people. Just like Waz Lee said, it looks bad calling it this. Not it is bad to have this, but it looks bad to call it this. Sandre says the same fucking thing. It was stupid to contact UKIP crowd. Not because I care about Rage After Storm. Fuck that bitch. But because I foresaw this situation as a possibility. It's used as ammo. Well, I think the best action is to simply demand evidence. He's not going to be able to deliver. By the way, Jeff Holiday, aren't you a neurology student? With all these intellectual heavyweights, all these YouTube...
Wait. Is Jeff a neurology student?
Actually, I don't think so. I thought I was studying pathology.
I thought the biology.
I'm not sure what the fuck he's doing. I know he's doing it on Memory's dime, but
Well, I mean, I think at this point his channel pretty much pays for his school, and that Memory pays for their living expenses.
I'm not going to go into that because that's all speculation.
No, I mean, this is from the last time I talked to Jeff, which was like 6 months ago.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll just call it
That was
speculation
6 months
for now.
ago.
Right. Okay. Let's get back.
Yeah, let's get it back.
Internet academics. You figure one of them would have rubbed their brain cells together to come up with a few questions about the morality of what's going on in this morally righteous, anti-race realism crusading server. You won't just have to deal with the alt-right. You'll have to possibly also deal with AIU's scumfucks. These guys have been taking every single fucking opportunity to get at me. I've seen them siding with Sean and Jen, Edgy Sphinx, Christy Winters, and now with the alt-right at large. Whoever currently is trying to come for me, AIU scumfucks follow suit, and also go after those I work with. And be warned, AIU scumfucks are probably the single most vile, reprehensible, and disgusting fucking thing on YouTube. Now they're talking about atheism is unstoppable. Listen to that vitriolic hatred they have for him. The worst thing on YouTube. Now compare that statement to this one. Think we could maybe use that to get Devin to go after Edgy? That would be fun. So on the one hand, they're saying that AIU is the worst fucking thing on the internet. And on the other hand, they want to use him to their own benefit. Just like they wanted to use Thunderfoot. Earlier, I showed you the 3 videos and how the dislike ratio had increased as time went on. People became disillusioned with Kraut. They didn't want to hear about it anymore. The very last of those videos that he had done ended up getting flagged. Now, multiple people mirrored that video, but it was assumed that the alt-right was behind it. Now, why that is, I can't tell you. Because
wait a second here.
Yes.
Kraut and T could have been flagged by absolutely anybody, just like I'm sure Medicare is about to say. T was the alt-right. It could have been anybody that was pissed about the shit that he's obviously been involved in. Before this whole doxing server shit, there was the whole outrage against him because of the Rage After Storm shit. It could have been anybody.
Could be. Let's get back to it.
From what I've seen, was them actually enjoying watching his videos. Multiple people loved to pick them apart. If anything, it was a festive mood around them because they liked to laugh at how fucking horrible they were. Nonetheless, Kraut and his friends and people that liked his content made all these public statements decrying how terrible it was that video was flagged. That flagging that video is just, it's an awful fucking thing. Fast forward just a little bit, and JF releases a video with audio that was leaked from Kraut's server. He's making a video on it, and what do you know? That video gets flagged down. Now, what's the reaction from Kraut and his assorted, assembled academics? Well, first you have the public statements. We didn't flag that, but if it did get flagged, good, it should have. It was illegal. Those were leaked audio recordings. You don't have a right to play them for anyone. A bit of a difference from what was being said in the Discord. I told you, for fuck's sake, report that stream. Now follow that up with this, an admission from the admin in Kraut's own server that he himself actually flagged the video.
Habib.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me just lower your audio just a smidgen.
Oh, look, we finally got Andy Gorski.
Look who decided to grace
Andy
us with their presence.
It's past Andy, but we finally got him.
We got a variation of Andy, and that's what's important.
Cool. All right, back.
You're the admin of that server.
I was an admin since day one, yes. Yeah, something that you called me out on as well.
Yeah.
And I think since JF been here, I think I better explain myself. And yes, I still stand by flagging your video, JF.
So it goes from, we didn't do it, but we're glad that it happened, to we should totally do it, to yeah, we actually did do that. But I think the example that personally gets me the most about this sort of behavior that repeatedly happens in his internet war room would be in relation to the New York Times reporter. Now, as Kraut said, on a live stream, this lady had contacted him and he had invited her into his Discord server.
I mean, one thing that JF brought up, which is like the sleaziest thing that he got out of his espionage, I was contacted 3 days ago by a New York Times journalist. Since he brought this up in a weird fucking way, I might as well address this as well. She was mainly interested, not really as much as in me, as she was into Joan. She wanted to know the people I work with, so I introduced her to her. And I invited her into the server. I gave her own thread, and then I asked all the biologists, chemists, and psychologists, and physicists, and what we not all have already, to write a summary about the work. Then I asked why they do this. Then I asked all the YouTubers in the server to write a summary of what they are and why they do this and that.
Well, that's all well and good. What's the problem with the New York Times? She just wanted to talk to people. Look at them all giving answers. They're just giving some basic...
Fucking Nick.
God damn it.
God damn it, Nick.
Freaking novel.
It's a huge response.
Everyone like 1 to 3 sentences or lines, and then you got 3 paragraphs.
Oh God.
It's because of who you're speaking to, and I've been very generous with your person. I think I'm at a point where I can't be generous with them anymore.
Are you at Andy's level of just I don't care anymore?
Fucking done.
At this point, fuck all of you. You know, Samaj, you do my fucking artwork. I love you. You in person, I would give you smooshes all over the face. I'd stick my dick in you so that you'd finally get the sex you can. But I don't trust any of you. I can't trust any of you. We're at the point where I'm pretty sure Wrath is lying to me about being bald.
Well, you already had to kick out one of your co-hosts in the past for.
I'm
not sure if you're actually a fat man.
So one thing that you know for sure, there it is. You're good.
I still don't trust you. Everybody else ruined that for me.
Did Schmeckel confess that he would rape me? I think I need an adult. That's a threat.
No. That was a promise.
Samaj, just hide behind failure.
Okay.
If you hide behind failure, I'll just bring both.
All right.
Basic background information. She just wants to know about their fight with the alt-right in relation to race realism. And Kraut's more than happy to help her. I mean, that's not hypocritical at all. Oh, fucking wait a second. I seem to remember something that happened not that long ago. I think it was in this fucking year, wasn't it? Oh yeah, PewDiePie getting his ass fucked by every mainstream media outlet. Boy, it sure would be funny if the New York Times played a part in that. Oh shit, they fucking did. Well, that doesn't mean anything. It's not like Kraut actually made a video where he denounced them doing. Oh fuck, he did do that.
Men testing boundaries in the angriest corners of the internet. From that,
Metokur finds everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Okay, I mean, I don't watch all of Kraut's shit, but I've never heard anything like any of the shit he's pulling up.
Yeah. All right, back to it.
Oh, you don't want to hear more. You don't want to hear more of Schmeckel's, observations.
I need to interrupt every little while, or else it gets taken down. If you'd like, from now on, Vamp, you interrupt every little while.
There's only
we only got 3 minutes left.
We got 3 minutes.
We can
left.
probably just watch the rest.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes. I'm ahead and play.
cancerous, repugnant cesspit known as BuzzFeed. YouTube's monsters, PewDiePie and his populist revolt from the New York Times. The articles all have the same undertone to them. YouTube is infested with Nazis, racists, and other vile scum, and it is time to strangle YouTube's creators by cutting down on the financial assets available to them.
At least he didn't try to oh fuck, he did try to boycott them. That's some nice payback, Kraut. That's some really fucking great moral grandstanding on your part. So let me see if I get this straight. You want to boycott the New York Times because you think they report unfairly about YouTubers. You go on a fucking tirade about it. PewDiePie retweets you for defending him. And yet when the opportunity comes to you to use that very weapon that was used against him, against somebody you don't like, you invite that slimy fuck into your server to help her. And you can look at this lady's timeline to see exactly what she was talking about around that timetable. Look at the alt-right. Terrible goddamn Nazis. Go look at that article and read it. And then try to plead ignorance with me that you didn't know exactly what she fucking wanted to do. Oh, the New York Times is terrible. Oh, it's coming after PewDiePie. We need to fight the power. So what is it? Do you really have that opinion, Kraut? Or did you just want to suck his dick to get some...
Oh my gosh, Schmeck, we only have 3 minutes. Come on.
I just need to pause it for a second. Go on.
Jesus.
Some fucking subs out of it. Listen to your ass talking to Naked Ape about how you responded to a Vice News reporter in relation to all of this.
Hello, Mr. Colwyn. No, I am not with the alt-right, and I have spoken out against the alt-right. I've decided to come in support of PewDiePie together with the overwhelming majority of the YouTube community because he has been a victim of an injustice. He has been slandered and his reputation dragged through the mud by a big media outlet on the basis of a lie. The actions by the Wall Street Journal have been slanderous and flat out wrong, and anyone with a basic understanding of ethics should be able to see this for what it is. I also believe that if this course of sleazy actions is allowed to continue unchallenged, it will result in a purge of YouTube by a new media platform, by an old, outdated media, namely the print media. What was done to PewDiePie could have just as well been done to everyone on this platform, and will probably be done to everyone on this platform if the Wall Street Journal is allowed to get away with this.
Oh, we YouTubers are getting branded. We're getting fucked over. It's terrible what the mainstream media is doing. They're not giving us a fair shake. Here, let me let the fucking New York Times reporter from the same outlet that did this shit to somebody I defended into my Discord server to do it to somebody else. Get fucked. What are you doing? What is this autistic shit? Okay, need to calm down a little bit. Getting a little bit heated. When you're knee-deep in digging through this shit, it's hard not to come away with a bit of a stink. And the Spurgery, it's been going for a week now. And it's multiplying and expanding. It's like a fucking forest fire on the internet. It won't stop. And there's so much of it, and I can't keep track of it all. We haven't even scratched the surface of it all yet. There's so much. There's so much retardation going on that this doesn't even begin to cover it. And it's only downhill from here. It is only fucking downhill from here. So tune in for part 3 when we start talking about vibrating nipple clamps. No, I'm not making that up.
Oh God.
I actually remember when.
I'm waiting for the part where he mentions those.
And Failure
Actual-
bails immediately. He's like, nope.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Failure.
Oh, hey, Failure.
The Failure hit the wrong button.
I just noticed it just seemed like Failure was just like, I'm fucking done. I'm out.
No, I leave the stream because it takes Schmeckle forever to figure out that he's presented me. So.
That is a good one. It would have taken me a while.
That's fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking with that whole video, he's building up to the good parts. Right now, he's even with the second video, he's just scratching the surface. Obviously, he's gone deep. He's found a lot of shit on Kraut that I would have never come across. But he hasn't actually dug into the real issue here.
No.
I feel like the next couple videos we've got, he said they're coming out till the 31st. He's got a lot more to dig into, and there's going to be a lot more revealing shit in future videos.
Hey, Adindro. Someone let you in, did they?
Oh, someone let me in. What an idiot. I just do it.
Well, I mean, I'll still take Ed as an inside dog over fucking Yobi.
Rags is the best inside dog.
Ed is not only an inside dog. I will let him curl up at me and the missus' feet.
Yeah,
as long as I get to awkwardly stick my feet under him, like to kind of warm them up, as long as that's okay.
Well, yeah, that's a requirement to be for inside dog status.
Exactly. I need to be able to use you as a feet blink.
A foot warmer. You got it, buddy.
You're gonna get kicked. Like, they're just gonna kick you off the end of the bed.
Wrath, you might want to put your gun away because hearing all those clicks and stuff makes me think of Old Yeller. All right, we're not doing that to Dindro. I like him.
I'm literally just field stripping the gun over and over again because
fidget spinners, they're cheap now. I bought one for a penny.
I spent $400 on this gun. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it, whether I'm at the range or not.
Okay.
So, are your parents still alive, Wrath? I just gotta ask.
As far as I know.
Oh, okay, good. You're talking about using the gun. You know why I'm thinking this shit. Just making sure everything's going all right for you. All right, buddy? You doing good?
He's doing good. Well, anyway.
Sorry, I had it muted.
No angry feelings?
Stripping. Oh, there are angry feelings, but I wouldn't express them with this.
Okay, that explains the busted up knuckles. I thought that was just when you got pissed at the stairs.
No. The knuckles are a whole different thing.
Okay. So anyway, we got a Dindro. You are quickly becoming a very important person in this community, as I understand.
No, I'm quickly leaving it. I think.
No, he's quickly shuffling away from the community.
Well, where the fuck is that bad idea?
From my understanding.
No, but I watched the video. I watched that video. It was.
What do you think about the whole everybody fucking sucks
Hey, Schmeckle, did you take the headphones out?
thing?
Yeah,
I did. Yes,
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. What was that intro?
Yeah, I watched the Medicare video and it was great, but I just wanted to I had one little niggle about it, which is the Wozlee bit, the part where he's like, it's a bad idea, but it's not a bad idea to do this. It kind of makes Woz look complicit in this, which I don't know if that's I don't know if he didn't see Woz's video or whatever, if he doesn't know Woz, but that was my one little nag about it.
No. So what? Okay. Was he also in that Discord group?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know of him. I just don't never see his videos really.
Now, from how it sounds, he like most people in the server, probably wasn't involved.
Most people thought that it was a place you can go to reference for your own content, or at least this is Waz's story. And I mean, he could be lying, but I've known him for a while, and he knows not to. I think get himself.
I thought that's what they said.
Like,
No,
like
especially
that, like he knew the whole time that somebody was going to find this out. But
no, it's the same story we've gotten from a lot of people. No, we thought it was for this thing, which apparently was the thing that Crow claimed it was for.
you know, the idea
like,
isn't necessarily so bad. If you
interacting
have academics like rounded up, he just keeps going. If you have academics rounded up as a reference for YouTubers or something, I mean, it's not a terrible idea, but that's just not what it was. So I don't know. I mean, I tweeted it out
I'm
to see
pretty
if
sure
anybody
it probably started as one thing.
Yeah.
And it evolved to a different thing. But most of the people in there probably did not have any knowledge of the shift.
Yeah, but
a
anyway,
lot of
otherwise,
them probably joined it thinking it was exactly what it was advertised as.
otherwise, it's just this is the cringiest shit I've ever seen. Like, this is so fucking cringy. I don't
Yeah,
even know
no,
what to think. I'm shocked.
Yeah, like doing that shit is ridiculous. Like, I mean, Jindro, let's have a massive disagreement right now. Say something I'll disagree with.
I don't know, man. You suck.
Hey, Schmeckle, Samaj is shit at art. Hey, you know what, Adindro? I'm gonna fucking dox you now. I got you fucking details. I'm gonna wreck you for this shit. You
Right.
better not say shit again, cause I know where you live. I know your name, motherfucker. Is that how you win an argument? Did I just win there? Because
No,
I'm pretty
no.
sure I lost.
Yeah, you lost.
Like, I mean, you don't.
I'm sorry. I'm
pull
getting
that shit.
I'm getting a bunch of DMs right now. I'm a little like in and out.
Yeah, but you don't pull that shit. That's the bottom line. Have arguments, not fucking blackmail.
Sorry, I'm incredibly popular.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Vamp, I
No,
know
it's-
your real
it's about
goddamn.
this.
I know
Oh,
your
okay.
real goddamn name, Vamp.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not happy with the fact that you went with my boy Tonka instead of my boy Wrath. That was what I,
Well, now.
he called
Fight
you
me.
pretty. He called you pretty.
Why?
I thought you were gonna get a fucking Wrath. I thought you were
Wait a minute. Schmeckle.
the goddamn puss, and you didn't do that.
Let's all be real. Aside from Samaj,
But I didn't dox it. I didn't dox it.
Would you choose? Who the fuck would you choose after me, apart from Samaj?
Get it. After Samaj, Tonka. Probably Tonka. Tonka would probably be my third choice after Wrath.
I'm just saying, your options list is pretty bad. If I beat somebody,
Hey,
throwing that out.
Hey. 2 out of 3 of you have had sex in the past decade.
Oh, fuck you. Leave me alone. What did I ever do to you?
Leave Samaj alone. He does our thumbnails.
After this one, this will be my last. So fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
I really should stop bullying Samaj because he's the only one here that has value.
Like, he's
10
the
years.
only one with actual talent. The rest of us can just talk shit.
10 years.
And wow. I'd be lucky if I
But
come
by
out
the
of
way,
it.
I
Yeah.
should point out the Cunt stream is now. We're now enemies of Warski Live. We are in a complete fucking feud. Wrath and Controversy more than anybody hates Andy. He's foaming at the mouth and shit. But also the rest of us enemies now. Andy said he was gonna come by, and then he had family come by, and I'm gonna blame him for that. I'm gonna blame him for the fact that he's a good, I guess, like nephew, probably grandson and shit like that. No, piece of shit, garbage in our eyes. From now on, we are at war.
So
The viewpoints of the Kunstream do not reflect that of Vamp Candy or Failure Accomplished.
The viewpoints of the Kunstream form all of the viewpoints of Vamp Candy. She believes everything that comes out of my mouth.
Why would I do that? You're drunk.
I know you're stupid for doing it, but those are the facts, cunts. Everything I say is the absolute official opinion of Vamp Candy.
Schmeckle is a cunt.
I didn't. I said my words are your opinion, not yours or mine.
Well,
I'm gonna flip this around now.
I
Should I
love
get you drunk enough that you agree that all my viewpoints are your viewpoints?
She's not wrong. You are a cunt.
Terrible, terrible fucking person. Anyway, we did have a very, very important topic tonight.
Did we?
Which we've avoided for multiple hours. It's almost Christmas, cunts.
Uh-huh.
It's
I have
almost
shit to do
Christmas.
tomorrow. What's your point?
And I've actually been working on some alcoholic Christmas carols that may or may not reference fighting flights of stairs.
Wrath, sing the stair fighting song, and then somebody donate $100 to hear Wrath tell the story of the time he literally ate a human being.
Well,
seriously, he will not.
okay.
He won't do it if you don't donate money. I would love to. I've heard the story, but I want to hear it again.
Okay,
please,
so-
somebody. What if we get a bunch of small donations that build up to 100? Will that do it, or does it need to be $100 donation?
Nope. If I'm gonna make that commitment to fucking up my life, they're gonna throw $100 at it. That's
Okay,
the
so it has to be a $100 donation. But one time he ate a guy, a human being. He consumed it and full out like knife or chunk in the mouth, like
gross.
Like a meal for him.
Gross.
It's not like it's just.
You're doing more harm trying to explain it.
Yeah, stop.
Because
stop
of the
explaining.
way you keep trying to explain it, they're not gonna have to pay at that point.
Yeah, no words.
I'm leaving out the best details though.
No words. No, stop wording.
And no more words about it. But the best details have not come out of my mouth.
Oh, summation. Wrath ate a guy. Give Schmeckle monies.
Yes, Wrath ate a guy. Give me money so Wrath will tell you why and how he ate a guy. I promise. If you give that money, I will send that money to Wrath. Or at least I will give the portion of that money that I actually end up getting
allows us to have.
to Wrath.
Yeah, and I'll
You guys
use-
could also do it straight from the Streamlabs link that keeps popping up in the chat.
It's true.
Yeah, if you go to the
You donate
Streamlabs link,
to us
that,
in that Streamlabs, we'll actually get significantly more money.
Yes.
I think we get basically the whole amount. I think it's like 30 fucking cents on $100 that they.
Well, I think it's
take.
more than that. I thought Streamlabs takes like 2 or 3%. So for $100, we'd get like $96, $97. But that's still way better than like if you super chat $100.
Yeah,
we get like
Streamlabs takes
70.
like 10 to 15%, I think. Whereas,
Okay, well,
whereas
it's
Super Chat,
amount, but still more than anything.
whereas Super Chat takes
Trap
30%.
Kayla says $100 to Mr. Cunt is not $100 to Wrath. Not worth it. Thank you, Trap Kayla. The $2 you sent is great. Unfortunately, that will not earn us the story. I know the story, and I really, really want you all to know the story. But Wrath won't let me tell it unless we get a donation. It's a good story, cunts. It has. I teared up a little bit. There were a couple tears that came from my eye from this story. It was not a good part of Wrath's life.
It's bad. It's bad. So what are we doing for Christmas? What are y'all doing?
Food.
For Christmas, I will be hanging out with my child and missus, and I have a fat man coming over to act as Santa.
So my Christmas is going to be a bunch of my nieces and nephews swarming.
The fuck is that sound? Who the fuck is making all the background noise?
There we go.
Yeah, that's Dead Horse.
Yep.
Don't do that shit, Dead Horse.
Holy shit.
Anyway, go on.
So I mean, my Christmas is going to be all my nieces and nephews being like, "Uncle Wrath, where have you been?" I was still like avoiding children. I mean, hey.
Sounds about right.
Don't get me wrong. I don't mind children in short doses. Short doses, my nieces and nephews are great. But when I had to watch them overnight because my sister and my brother-in-law were traveling for his job or whatever, I was really glad to kick them back over. To be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, hey,
yeah.
your parents are back. Here you go."
This has been a high-level entertaining thing. Listening to you. I was wondering, Vamp, for the whole Christmas season, you gonna be with Tonka?
I'm with my family, and I'm very,
Oh,
very
that's
upset
a
about it.
lot less fun.
Yeah, no kidding. I hate Christmas. I hate social interaction more.
Same.
Terrible.
I hate everything.
Well, pretty soon we'll be talking about the new year and.
I'll
what we
hate that too.
Oh, why? What are we gonna do the new year? Aren't you gonna be like, getting drunk at least?
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh, okay.
Last year I was sick.
Ooh.
Like I was really sick.
That's the other thing. Everyone in my family is fucking sick. Except
Yeah.
for me. And I'm just like, this is cool.
I think one of my aunts came over and she looks at me while I'm drinking my coffee, and apparently the dark circles under my eyes were so bad that yeah. She thought I was about to die. That sucked.
Well,
I
as,
don't ever have
as
good holidays.
interesting
Something
as
always
this,
goes wrong. Like I confront a family member for being shitty, and then everyone gets mad.
As interesting as this conversation has become,
It hasn't.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. Samaj,
watch
can
the
you-
Medicare video.
Yeah, we got through the fucking Medicare video. We did nothing else interesting besides that. Samaj, can you remind us who was here?
A very dead horse, a Dindro, Wolfshot, Vamp Candy, Failure Accomplished, or Failure with Money, whatever name he's going by these days, Schmeckel, myself, and Wrath of Controversy. I think that's everyone.
Oh, there you go, Cons. You watched a very shitty stream, and a lot of you stayed for most of it.
100 of you stayed.
Reflect upon your fucking lives.